I want to take a second to thank everybody so much for the amazing support I got on my first video. We added 11 subscribers since I posted it about a week ago, and I am so excited to have more people to talk music about. How's it going, everyone? My name is Brad, and I've been ranking all day. I started this channel because I have run out of people to talk to about music. I love to talk punk, pop punk, emo, alternative, metal, and basically anything that rocks. I also just love ranking stuff and playing music, so I could be ranking music on here, or I could be ranking cereals on here, or I could be posting a new song I wrote. But the mission here is to find more rockers out there and build up a dialogue about what I love and what you love. This video is volume 2 in a series about one of my favorite bands of all time, Bayside. In this series, I'm going to be going through each of their albums from most recent to oldest and ranking the songs on the album from my least favorite to my most favorite. Then at the end of those 8 videos, because they have 8 albums, I'll be ranking all the #1 songs from each album from my least favorite to my most favorite, which will crown a best Bayside song. Now, let's break down 2016's Vacancy. For number 11, I have The Ghost. Few songs have taken as long as this one did to really kind of grow on me. I think it starts off really fun, even though I don't think it really fits this album's tone at all. Then the chorus comes in, it's got a blues guitar riff that just doesn't seem to belong to me. While this one has grown on me, there's not a ton here to love. I believe this album should have had 10 songs, not 11, because this just should have been left off. Sorry, guys. And now for my number 10 is not as depressing as it sounds. On my last review, I may have misspoke a little bit that said that Bayside always has killer album closers. This song is good, but it's for sure a weaker track on this album, so I might need to take that back a little bit. This is definitely one of their weaker closers, in my opinion. I like the little palm-muted breakdown and the oohs and ahs near the end, but that's about it for this one. For number 9, I have Doesn't Make It True. This is a really good song that you kind of have to be in the mood for, but if you let it get going, you'll be quickly in the mood for this song. You cannot not bop your head to this one. Every single time I hear it, I like it a little bit more. I like the really cool slowed down bridge. In closing, this song is really good, and I could see it someday being my number 8 song. But it's not yet, because number 8 is I've Been Dead All Day. Here's the deal about this song and everything coming forward. All 8 of these remaining songs are excellent. The reason this one slips a bit for me is because the content of the song. It's just pretty depressing, to be honest. What makes this song nifty, though, is that it is so upbeat and happy sounding. If you didn't understand English, you would think this was the most pleasant song on the whole album. It's not. Anthony, not happy on this song. Musically, I love it. I think it's very creative for Bayside. And don't get me wrong, it's nice to sing along. I just don't know I'm supposed to be singing along with something that's depressing. Number 7, I have, this is kind of a hot take, but for number 7, I have Mary. Like I mentioned in the Interrobang video that I just did, when I talked about the song Heaven, I feel like this is the beginning of a trend with Bayside, where they have a nice, clean guitar song. I guess maybe so they have something that's radio friendly? I'm not gonna lie, for a very long while, I could not stop playing this song. But when it's all said and done, though, Bayside is a hard emo punk band, not a top 40 band. So Mary lands at number 7 for me. Number 6, barely squeaking out of the top 5, is Maybe Tennessee. One word, and that word is metal. Kind of. This song is like a thick door of fat sound that's smashing you in the face repeatedly. I'm a liar, at least I'm learning from the best. That is a vintage emo line, sir. The verses here, though, are just okay. It has a pretty good pre-chorus, but oh my gosh, this chorus. It also gets bonus points for repping Tennessee, which is where Bayside now lives, which I'm pretty sure they probably moved here to be closer to me. But anyway, then you have got to buckle in for the most creative guitar work in the lead solo that absolutely melts my face every time I hear it. You know, that is why I look like this, actually. I look like this from Bayside melting my face on a regular basis. Thank you, Jack O'Shea. Almost as good as the face melting solo is the rhythm guitar that's in the background. So close to being in the top 5. Barely making it in the top 5 is Enemy Lines. This song has a blistering start that leads into like a slamming style verse. One of my favorite choruses on this whole album. It's meant to be screamed at the top of your lungs. The bridge has a really cool riff in the background. And this is like what sets Bayside apart from their counterparts. Another band makes a riff and sticks it in the song, and it's all you remember about the song. Like, it's the lead lick in the song, the hook. Bayside can take the exact same riff, and they just let it hang out in the background. Just camps out. Just camps out there and just rounds things out. So great. For number 4, I have Not Fair. To me, this is the most creative Bayside gets on this album. The main tune of the song is like a fair carnival merry-go-round jingle. You get it? Not fair? It's a phenomenal lyric. My friend, don't look down. You've got to face what's in front of you now. Then it has a little awkwardly perfect a cappella-ish bridge that suddenly bursts to life. And then Anthony sounds like Glenn Danzig for just a second. It's great. And then multiple vocalists all at once in perfect harmony. You're not stuck with the path you chose. So good. Almost made it into my top 3. But before I give my top 3, remember, this whole experiment is only going to work well if you guys share your opinions as well. I genuinely want to hear what you have to say. So now that we're in my top 3, I have to ask you, people, if you are not listening to Bayside, what the heck are you even listening to? Number 3 is Rumspringa. This song seems like it could be a sequel to Rochambeau from Shudder, and we will get to that in a couple videos from now. This song is so layered, it has so many cool parts in it. This is Bayside passing on the mid-tempo, more on that later, passing on the mid-tempo in exchange for the mosh pit. Without competitor, this is the best solo on this whole thing. The definition of a face melter. A melodic chorus with a wonderful sing-along ending. Love this, obviously. For number 2, I have Two Letters. A phenomenal album opener with a tasty little Jack O'Shea lick cranked all the way up in the front. Mid-tempo Bayside is kind of like becoming its own genre at this point because of how amazing this rhythm section is. These two guys are lockstep together creatively and rhythmically. That's going to be a theme for these top two songs. This song took me a while to understand exactly what it was about for some reason. I found out later that Anthony had just recently gotten divorced, thus the 2 letters X, EX. Sorry, I am a little bit on the slow side. But Jack milks every last drip out of this guitar lick, and you can hear it playing the whole entire song in the background multiple times, especially near the end of the song. This is almost my favorite on this album. Alright, it's time for my number 1, and if you know the songs on this album, you already know it's Pretty Vacant. The rhythm section strikes again on here. I'm kind of a sucker for rhythm. That's all I'm good at musically is rhythm, really. And so whenever a rhythm section is thick and fat and driving, and it just really gets me in the heart. What I love about these two guys, I mentioned them again, is they leave so much open space in the song for other instruments to really shine and to just kind of doodle around on. This has a scream-along chorus with lead guitar going off the whole entire song. Easily the best breakdown on this album. And then, you guessed it, a face-melting little lead part hidden underneath everything. The only thing this song lacks is a true solo for Jack, but it makes up for it in being a true sing-along bopper the whole time. And there you go. That's going to be my song ranking for Bayside's 7th album, Vacancy, from 2016. Coming soon will be my ranking for Cult from 2014. But remember, have fun, and whatever you do, don't be normal.